Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Traitors stops filming for Grieving family. Season 4 of The Traitors is currently filming in Scotland, but it stopped filming in order for a family to grieve. The show has a star and fun-filled cast for the show, which will premiere in 2026. So what happened, and is everyone okay? Keep reading for more details. This is set to be a big season of The Traitors, with a very exciting cast headed to Scotland. Once again, the Housewives are taking over with Dorinda Medley getting a second chance. She appeared briefly on Season 3 before she was killed off. Lisa Rinna of RHOB fame will also join her alongside Portia Williams and Candiace Bassett. Donna Kels, football mom extraordinaire, will be on the show, as well as The Bachelor's Colton Underwood and DWT's pro Mark Ballas. It looks like there will be a lot of dynamic personalities this season, which is great. Sadly, the show had to stop filming as soon as it began to deal with grief. Was it one of the cast members who suffered a devastating blow or a member of the crew? No, but rather a family wanted to hold a funeral at the Highland Church, which is across from Ardross Castle. That is where the show films, and the family wanted access to the Ardross Ark. This has been featured on the series, but it was noted that the family could not have the Ark until Tuesday, July 1st. That was the soonest it would be available, although it is unclear why. It is likely because they had to find new accommodations for the cast and crew of The Traitors. That, or they needed to rearrange the filming schedule. The hit reality show features many elaborate competitions, so they could have been planned out. Therefore, it seems they did what they could to help the family hold the funeral, and worked as best as they could. Unfortunately, the family was not pleased with how it was handled and shared their frustration on social media. Since the earliest the Traitors could share the space was July 1st, it did not sit well with the son of the lady who had passed away. He felt that his mother should have been given more grace, and that they were forced to wait too long. My mother has lived in Ardross for 72 years. For my mother to be denied the right to have her final farewell to Ardross in her local church is nothing less than a disgrace. However, no one said they could not have it, rather it was a scheduling issue. At the same time, it is unclear how far in advance the family has requested access. Luckily, it appears that it was more of a miscommunication. Once the son spoke with production, things went along smoothly, and he appeared somewhat appreciative. Are you looking forward to Season 4 of The Traitors, and who do you think could win it all? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In the quiet corridors of Ardross Castle, where whispers of betrayal echo between ancient stone walls and strategy is as sharp as the Scottish wind, an unusual silence has fallen. The Traitors, the psychological reality competition that has captivated millions with its tense standoffs and dramatic reveals, has done something no one expected. It paused. Production was halted this week not because of a storm, a strike, or a scandal, but because of something far more human: grief. A shocking announcement. On a brisk Tuesday morning, as fog rolled in off the Highlands and the crew began setting up for another round of deceptive missions and hushed conspiracies, news arrived that brought everything to a standstill. A contestant, whose identity the producers have respectfully withheld, received word that a close family member had passed away unexpectedly. The silence was immediate and complete. Cameras stopped rolling, the radio chatter died. Even the castle, always teeming with energy, seemed to hold its breath. The game, with all its plotting and paranoia, vanished into the background. What remained was a group of people, contestants, producers, crew, connected not by a game, but by shared humanity. An unprecedented pause. Reality television is known for its relentless pace. Episodes must be shot on time. Drama must unfold. There are tight schedules, union regulations, and international broadcast dates to consider. Yet the producers of The Traitors made a choice that, though rare, was deeply applauded. Executive producer Sienna Marlowe issued a brief but poignant statement. "We are, first and foremost, a family behind the scenes. Our show may thrive on deception, but in moments like this, there's no role-playing, only compassion. Out of respect for one of our cast members, we are halting filming. They need time, and we want to give it to them." Marlowe's statement was met with an outpouring of support across social media, where fans of the show applauded the production for prioritizing human decency over ratings. behind the castle walls. Inside the castle, contestants, many of whom had been navigating a web of lies and suspicion, dropped their facades. One source close to the production shared how players who had been murdering each other in the game came together with heartfelt hugs, long conversations, and genuine concern. There were no traitors or faithfuls for a while, the source said. There were just people. Some cried. Others offered silent company. We played board games, cooked, sat by the fire. It was surreal. The show disappeared, and in its place, something real emerged. Even Alan Cumming, the show's ever-dramatic host known for his sharp wit and theatrical flair, set aside his flamboyant cloaks and character. He spent the evening with the cast, reading poetry and telling gentle stories from his own childhood in Aberfeldy, quietly reminding everyone that behind the performance is a man who understands loss. The ripple effect. The pause in production sent minor logistical ripples across the network and the show's international partners, but no one pushed back. Not the sponsors, not the streamers, not the viewers. Instead, there was a sense of solidarity that ironically mirrored the show's deepest question: who do you trust? In this case, the answer was simple: you trust the ones who stop the game when real life demands it. Industry insiders have noted how rare it is for a production of this scale to come to a full stop. But The Traitors, with its themes of trust, secrecy, and betrayal, may be uniquely suited to understand that sometimes the game must yield to the truth of human experience. Returning but not the same. After several days, the contestant chose to return. The production allowed them full agency in deciding how to proceed. Their return was quiet, welcomed with gentle applause from both cast and crew. No cameras rolled, no dramatic music played. Just a warm welcome, the kind reserved for someone who has walked through shadow and chosen to step back into the light. When filming resumed, there was a notable shift in tone. The players had been changed. Not in a way that dulled the drama, but in a way that deepened it. The lies felt heavier, the trust more fragile. Every glance and whispered strategy carried a little more weight. They knew now that beyond the twists and turns of gameplay, every player was someone's sibling, child, or friend. Audience reaction. Word of the filming pause made its way into the public sphere gently, through a short note on the show's official account and subtle nods from cast members online. The response was immediate and heartfelt. Fans posted messages of empathy and shared their own stories of grief.